Hey guys, it's July 22nd, 2021, and I just wanted to show you my container garden, just give you a full tour. It's doing really well. So let's start over here. Look at these sunflowers. They have just taken off. So on my container garden, I have a little soaker system that I run for like 15 minutes at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. And it's really helped a lot. So look at them, they're taller than me. Isn't that something? And then over here, I have some melons growing. I got this idea from Homestead Heart, and she was growing melons in her. I had some these just laying around, and she was growing hers, and look, they're really taking off. A lot of flowers. So these are the cantaloupes, and these are the melons. And here I have some, they call it guelites, it's wild spinach, and I just thought I'd grow some in a container. But I also have some that are growing in containers, and I'm letting them grow because I'm going to cut them, and I'll show you how to prepare them. This is an interesting one right here, this guy. It started out to be radishes, and I had this sweet potato that had all these eyes in it, and I didn't want that to go to waste. So I just threw it in here, and the sweet potatoes took off. There's some radishes in there you can see. So I'm going to take those out. And you know what's so interesting about sweet potatoes I've learned is that they're forever plants. They're perennials. You don't ever have to plant them again. They just keep coming back. So I'm just going to let them have this container for now. I might end up just making a container for them because you don't have to replant sweet potatoes. Isn't that interesting? Then I have these chives. I have three groups of chives, and I'm not going to start another one. That grows like weeds, but I use them a lot in cooking, especially baked potatoes. I love baked potatoes and chives. Sour cream. Then I have these lettuce. I moved them over here temporarily so that they can get water on my soaker system. And I can't remember whose channel I saw, but this stuff grows like weeds and it keeps coming back. So we're going to try that out. That's so exciting to me. Now, look at this. I'm finally getting some bite-sized peppers. Orange bites, they call it. And look at it. I pruned this plant probably about a week ago, and it is just taking off. Look how much fruit I'm getting on here. July 21st, 2021, guys. And look at these onions are coming up really good. I'm just gonna let them grow. I'm proud of my tomato plants. Look at these. They're not as tall as me yet, but they're getting there. And look, I'm getting a lot of fruit on them. Really good fruit. And I have a cucumber, so I might make some salsa today with green chili. So easy recipe. And I'll show you how to make it. And I like to eat. They serve that here a lot. It's like a fresca salsa. And then I have my tomatillo, which still hasn't produced fruit. It's way taller than me. I'm 5'4", and look. So, but the guelites is growing here. So, I'm just gonna let it go. Maybe a bee or something will come pollinate it. I found out you have to plant a couple plants. You can't just have one because they mate. Plants mate. Who would know? Then I have my rosemary that's growing in this pot. And it is just taking off. It's doing really good. And look at all the strawberries that I'm getting. One of them's attacking them. And I watch Lead Farmer's channel, and he says strawberries attract, I don't know, different kind of varmint that you don't want around. But I think it's the roadrunners that are eating those, and they're kind of cute. I film them every once in a while. I have a video, roadrunner video. If you've never seen one, they're really interesting. They're mean. They will chase you. But look at in this strawberry, one of my quelites is growing. So when I come back from my little trip, I'm gonna make some quelites and show you how to make it. I had this guy show me use sardines and egg with the quelites, and it is really good, very nutritious. So look at all my little pear tomatoes. I put pear tomatoes and um, cherry tomatoes. And since you don't have much space with container gardens, usually I combine stuff, and it's been an experiment. And like the sweet potatoes, they just took over, but that's okay. And it's a learning experience. Can't go wrong combining stuff, and it saves you space and water. And here I have, these are chocolate sprinkles. I just picked a whole bunch of these. And something's eating my tomatoes. Look at that. When you see stuff like that, your branches doing that, I usually just spray it with neem oil. That usually helps and takes it away. Because I'm going to have to spray that one again. I sprayed all of these plants and it really did help, the neem oil. It's very organic and it helps, and it's just easy. So here we have just some orange, I guess orange cherry tomatoes is what I'm going to call them. Now, in the Southwest, I found out beefsteak tomatoes don't grow very well. The early girls are the ones you want to grow. I don't grow beefsteak anymore. It was like that tomateo. I never got fruit. The plant would get super big, never get fruit. And maybe because I just had one plant. But these early girls, they do good enough. So I just picked a whole slew of these. And look, I'm already going to have to trim it a little bit. This is the exciting one. Look, I got white strawberries growing. I planted this one right here. I planted it probably about 3 months ago, and it never came up. I'm like, what is going on? So in this corner, I planted some vines that I had trimmed off of the strawberry plant that I just showed you, and I put it in here. I go, I'm going to dedicate this to strawberries. And the white one started coming up. Yay, that was exciting. And yesterday, I showed you how I had started some basil. I had bought a basil plant about at the beginning of the season and put it in this pot. But I let it grow a little bit, and then I took some clippings off of them and put them in a glass of water. And I have a video that I post. I'm going to make a video and show you how I plant basil. It grows like weeds, but you can use it in all kinds of recipes. You can just make tomato sandwiches, grilled cheese. Oh, it's so good. So I like basil. It's easy to grow. It grows like weeds, and you can grow it all winter. So at least you have something green to grow and to eat in the wintertime. And then yesterday I also put these parsley plants, and I combined them together too. One of them's curly parsley, and the other one's flat Italian parsley. So I've noticed a lot of recipes call for parsley. I never really use it, I always skip it, but I thought, hey, that's a pretty good idea. So I put them both in the same container. We'll see how they go. And then I planted these are garlic. So I just take scraps of garlic that I have left over from cooking. You know, sometimes it calls for 3 pieces of garlic, and then you have some left over that you just don't want to go to waste. I just throw it in this pot right here, and look, they're all coming up. So that'll be interesting to see that grow. Here's my ginger. I have ginger growing, and you can cook a lot with ginger. You can put it in teas. It just flavors things really well. It's very dominant when you do use it, but it's really good. I like ginger. I like ginger tea. I like ginger candy, so I like ginger. And this is another one that I have. It's This is my okra. And I just clipped this down. I made some black-eyed peas and okra. I posted a video about that. And look, I clipped it, and you have to prune your plants because look, it's starting to grow some down here at the base, and there's some up here at the top. So, see? So I got some okra growing. That's going to be good. And then yesterday I made some broccoli greens with turnips. And I clipped all of this down. So look, it's all clipped down. And I'm getting some new broccoli. This is supposed to be a forever plant too. It's a perennial. So it should just keep coming back every year. We'll have to see about that. So look. So it's clipped down. There's a little bit of broccoli coming from it. That's the kind you see in the store. Sometimes you're like, what is that? Why is that broccoli like that? Well, that's it. They had clipped it, the regular broccoli. And here I have some cauliflower growing, and it's turning purple. And I wish I had time to make this today, but when I come back, we're gonna make a vegetable soup, a really good vegetable soup. With different, like squash, cauliflower, broccoli. It has carrots. It has all kinds of stuff in there. And I'll make that. I'll demonstrate that. It's really easy to make, and it's really good for you. Very healthy, low cal. So here I have my celery growing. It's July 21st, 2021. Look at those healthy celeries. I might have to take those later to the farmer market. I don't know if I can eat that much celery. But they're coming out really good, and I might be able to sell them because that's too much celery for me. I can't eat that much, but it's fun to grow. And then I have this cabbage that's growing, but it's not doing too good. All of these, cabbage, the celery, the cauliflower, the broccoli, those are all winter crops. And so I'm starting my winter garden, and I started from seed. So let's hope we get some good cabbage this year in the winter. Probably closer to December. I'm not sure. This is good, an adventure. I'm going to build some more containers when I come back. I also have this lettuce that I'm growing. I got this idea from Roots and Refuge. And she's moving to South Carolina. Lucky girl. But see, it's almost just too hard and stringy. So yesterday, July 21st, I planted some new ones. Let me show you them. They're over here. And I just started them. You want to start your lettuce, your winter lettuce, at least by August. So I got them in place. So that's exciting. This one should be spinach. And this one should be lettuce. And then I put these little tops on them. Put these little tops on them. That's where I got that idea from Roots and Refuge. I'm so happy she gave me that idea. Actually, that's how I subscribed to her channel. This is so cool. I'm speechless almost how cool that is because I like salads, even in the winter. So, and then here are my cabbage. Here's my cabbage. I'm seeding some broccoli. The cabbage, my writing is disappearing, and the cauliflower. And boy, I don't know what that is. That's going to be a mystery right there. I didn't label those. Uh-oh. Well, I'll have to think about that one. I think I videotaped it, so that's fine. All right, and then I have some cilantro growing over here, and I'm gonna make some salsa like I told you today. You'll see, I'll show you my cucumbers. I have one that's growing, and I have some tomatoes that are just sitting around, and then I have this cilantro right here that I'm gonna throw on top of there. Look at it's already seeding. So I'm gonna trim that. I don't like when it seeds because it gets bitter. So we're gonna trim that and make some some salsa today. And my yard's a square, which I like it. I love this yard. My house is small, but my yard is big. So here we have some carrots and some onions growing. I just planted new carrots yesterday. So these are doing really good. The carrots are doing fantastic finally. Those are a winter crop too. So, boy, we're gonna have a lot of experimenting to do this winter. And then I have my cucumber. See my cucumbers? I just trimmed these and look how many leaves are on them already. So, and look, that's what we're gonna use to make the salsa today. I can hardly wait. Salsa and chips. Big staple here in the Southwest. So that's my little container garden. What is today? July 22nd, 2021. So you guys have a good day. Bye. Bye.